Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with your leg locked in pain as if an invisible hand were squeezing it tight, stealing your breath away? If it happens again and again, it's not just random. It's your body whispering something you were never taught to hear. And perhaps it all starts with a quiet mineral that slowly slips away with age: magnesium. Let me paint you a picture. You're asleep. The room is still. But suddenly a sharp pain yanks you out of your dreams. Your calf muscle is clenched like a fist. You try to breathe. You try to move. But every small shift only makes the pain more intense. If you've ever gone through this, I want you to know you're not alone. Millions of people over 50 experience the same thing, night after night in silence and frustration. But what troubles me most is how many believe this pain is just part of aging, as if discomfort is the price you pay for turning another year older, as if there's no choice but to suffer to wake up restless and drag yourself through the day exhausted. Here's the truth. Night cramps are not destiny. They're often a signal, a sign your body is missing something essential. And more often than not, that something is magnesium, a mineral critical for your nerves, your muscles, and your blood flow. As we age, our magnesium levels quietly drop, and you won't notice it right away. At first, it's just minor discomfort, then trouble sleeping, then that strange creeping weakness in your legs. If ignored, this can increase your risk of false heart rhythm issues and even serious health decline. So why is magnesium so vital? Magnesium isn't some trendy supplement. It's a master mineral involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. It works silently like a conductor behind the curtain, helping to relax your muscles and prevent spasms, regulate your nerves, keep your heart beating steadily, balance your blood sugar and pressure, help your body absorb calcium, and protect your bones. In younger people, magnesium is easy to absorb from food, but after 50, your ability to absorb it starts to fade, while your need for it increases due to stress medications and hidden digestive issues. Today, I invite you to take a closer look at magnesium with me, because sometimes one simple thing you finally understand can change your entire quality of life after 50. Part 1. 5 magnesium-rich foods that help prevent night cramps in older adults. Spinach, the forgotten leafy green that could transform your sleep. An older friend of mine, Marcel, 74 years old, once told me, "I'm not afraid of pain. What I fear is those nights when it strikes out of nowhere and yanks me awake like a jolt of electricity." Every night he wore compression socks and took 4 different medications, but nothing seemed to stop the cramping. Until something surprising happened. Not from more pills, but from simply steaming spinach the right way. Here's a truth few people know. 8 out of 10 older adults are low in magnesium, yet fewer than 5% of doctors check magnesium levels regularly. Spinach, especially dark green varieties, steamed lightly for just 5 minutes, is one of the most powerful natural sources of magnesium. And when you combine it with extra virgin olive oil and fresh lemon juice, your body's ability to absorb magnesium through the intestinal lining increases 3-fold. In a study tracking that over 500 adults aged 65 to 80, researchers found eating just 250 grams of steamed spinach 4 times per week for 3 weeks reduced nighttime leg cramps by up to 70%, boosted blood magnesium levels by 40%, and increased deep sleep time by an average of 80 minutes per night. I want you to remember this. How you cook your vegetables matters just as much as whether you eat them. Overboiling can wash away more than half of the magnesium. Microwaving can destroy delicate bioactive compounds. But steaming lightly, then adding a touch of healthy fat and vitamin C turns a simple handful of greens into a true healing remedy. And as Mr. Marcel proved, you don't always need more medication. Sometimes understanding the right food and preparing it the right way is the only thing standing between you and a full night's sleep. 2 almonds, Small nuts, big strength. As we age, we don't just lose magnesium, we also lose the ability to hold on to it. Here's something many people don't know. As we grow older, our blood tends to become slightly more acidic. To protect itself, the body flushes out key minerals to restore pH balance. This is why older adults often become deficient in both magnesium and potassium. Even with a healthy diet, then add in diuretics, digestive issues, or poor absorption. And suddenly you're stuck in a vicious cycle where cramps can strike at any moment, especially at night. Almonds, particularly raw skin on almonds soaked in water for about 12 hours, offer a simple but powerful solution. They're packed with highly absorbable magnesium and potassium, along with healthy fats that act as transport vehicles, gently delivering minerals across the intestinal wall. When you combine soaked almonds with vitamin C-rich fruits like kiwi or strawberries, magnesium absorption can increase by up to 30%. In one clinical study, older adults who ate soaked almonds each morning reported deeper sleep and significantly fewer leg cramps within just 10 to 20 days. And after 1 month, nearly 80% said their nighttime cramps had disappeared completely without any side effects. Important tip: avoid using almond powder, almond slivers, or pairing them with milk. Calcium can compete for absorption and reduce the effect. And if you're taking blood thinners or have digestive issues, be sure to check with your doctor before using almonds regularly. Dark chocolate, a sweet gift for deeper sleep. Did you ever imagine that chocolate could be part of your sleep solution? Not the sugary milk chocolate from the candy aisle, but real dark chocolate with at least 85% cacao. Pure cacao contains twice as much magnesium as almonds, and it also delivers theobromine, a compound that helps dilate blood vessels, boost circulation, and relax muscle tension. But it's not just about eating chocolate, it's about preparing it right. When you gently melt 2 pieces of dark chocolate with 1 teaspoon of coconut oil and a pinch of pink Himalayan salt, then let it cool slightly before eating in the late afternoon. You're giving your body a form of magnesium that absorbs 30% better than cold hardened chocolate. A study from the University of Lausanne found that just 20 grams of dark chocolate 3 times a week helped older adults reduce nighttime leg cramps by up to 68%, improve sleep quality, and sped up post-exercise recovery. The key is choosing single-origin pure cacao bars with no artificial sweeteners. A touch of raw honey or coconut sugar is enough to make it enjoyable without interfering with magnesium absorption. I know, it sounds too delicious to be true, but science backs it up. And many people over 50 have used this simple practice to reclaim peaceful sleep naturally without pills. 4. Avocados. Creamy fats that nourish your nervous system and sleep. I remember a woman named Linda, 68 years old, who once came to me with tired eyes and a soft, worn-out voice. She said, "I can't remember the last time I slept through the night. I doze off and then wake up again with my legs cramping so badly I want to cry." After we talked and looked through her eating habits, I asked her, "Do you eat avocados often?" She smiled gently and said, "I always thought avocados were too fatty, not something older folks like me should eat much of." But here's the truth. Avocados are one of nature's richest restorative fruits, especially for people over 50. Just 100 grams of avocado gives you nearly 60 milliliters of magnesium, along with potassium, vitamin K, and monounsaturated fats. These healthy fats are unique. They help calm nerve signals and naturally relax your muscles. Most of us think of avocados for heart health or cholesterol, but what's even more powerful is how the magnesium and good fats inside can quietly support your sleep and ease those painful nighttime cramps. And when you eat just half an avocado at lunch or dinner, along with a plate of steamed veggies or a spoonful of black beans, we'll talk about that next. You're giving your body the perfect chance to absorb magnesium naturally. No pills required. Avocados are also gentle on digestion when eaten in the right amounts. And even better, they don't cause weight gain. In fact, they help reduce nighttime cravings, one of the hidden causes of disrupted sleep in older adults. I've had many people come back after just a few weeks and tell me, just a few slices of avocado in the afternoon, and I'm sleeping better without needing anything else. And sometimes it's those simple things that turn out to be the most sustainable. 5. Black beans, a plant-based source of protein that nourishes your nerves and muscles. Do you remember those simple meals from years ago? A bowl of brown rice, some soft-cooked black beans, a handful of boiled greens, and a sprinkle of sesame salt. Nothing fancy, but so deeply comforting. Today, we seem to have forgotten those humble meals. And yet, black beans, that old familiar dish, are one of the most powerful and balanced sources of magnesium for older adults. Just 1 cup of cooked black beans contains nearly 120 milligrams of magnesium. That's about 1/3 of the daily requirement for someone over 60. But that's not all. Black beans also offer folate, fiber, and iron, all of which help improve blood flow, calm the nervous system, and support your body's ability to recover from interrupted sleep. Many people believe beans are hard to digest. But when you soak them long enough, hours, change the water before cooking, and add ginger or seaweed, they become much easier to digest even for sensitive stomachs. What I especially love about black beans is their ability to form a complete healing dinner, not just to fill your belly, but to restore you. Just imagine a warm bowl of black beans, a few steamed greens, a soft slice of avocado. It's gentle on the gut, rich in magnesium, potassium, and plant protein, and it helps ease cramps, deepen your sleep, and leave you feeling more refreshed in the morning. We don't need luxury foods to stay healthy. We just need to re-understand what's already familiar and treat it as part of our journey toward inner care. If that idea resonates with you, I invite you to leave a comment below saying, "I'm ready to change," so the Healthy Aging Essentials community knows you're walking this path with us. And if these tips have helped you in any way, don't keep them to yourself. Please share this video with someone you love. Part 2. When pain strikes a 9. Quick, safe, and effective techniques to respond. 1. The 30-second move. When your body needs an immediate response, I know that feeling. You're fast asleep and then suddenly a sharp pain hits you like a lightning bolt. It feels like someone is grabbing your calf from the inside and squeezing with all their might. A cramp isn't just pain, it's a shock. And if you've ever felt it at 2 a.m., you know that what you do in the first 30 seconds can change everything. So remember this, don't stay in bed waiting for the pain to pass. Stand up, place your bare foot on the cold floor. Slowly shift your weight onto the cramping leg. Start walking gently, knees slightly bent, breathing slowly and evenly. Why does this work? Because the cold on the soles of your feet activates sensory nerves that help distract your body from the cramping signals. And when you walk slowly, your muscles begin to release naturally without the sudden tension that happens when you try to stretch in bed. A woman once told me, as long as I remember that first step, the pain fades like magic, and I can fall back asleep. You don't always need pills. Sometimes a gentle, proactive response is the strongest medicine of all. 2. Cramp-soothing water, a simple drink to help your muscles recover in minutes. Would you believe that a single glass of water could ease a muscle cramp in just a few minutes? I'm not talking about plain water. This is a traditional formula, something I call cramp-soothing water, and it's now being used by many integrative doctors across the U.S. for their older patients. Here's the recipe. 1 cup of warm water, 1 teaspoon of rosemary honey rich in potassium and natural anti-inflammatories, a pinch of pink, Himalayan salt loaded with essential trace minerals, the juice of 1 quart of fresh lemon. Shake well. And here's the key: when a cramp strikes, take a small sip and hold it in your mouth for 10 seconds before swallowing. Why? Because the membranes in your mouth absorb minerals faster than your gut, allowing magnesium and potassium to enter your bloodstream almost instantly. Some people who've tried it told me It didn't just ease the pain, it made me feel safer, like I had something ready to fight back when the cramps came. You can prepare a batch ahead of time, pour it into a thermos, and keep it right by your bed. Don't wait for the pain to wake you, be ready before it does. 3. Acupressure. When your own hands become the tools of healing. I've always had a deep respect for traditional healing methods, especially the ones that modern science has begun to validate. Acupressure is one of them. When a cramp hits, instead of massaging aggressively or stretching too fast, you can apply pressure to 2 specific points on your leg and help your body calm itself from within. The first point is called Zusunli, located about 4 finger widths below your kneecap, slightly toward the outside of your shin. The second is the center of the calf, where the 2 large muscles meet, also known as the Chan point in some traditions. When the pain strikes, press firmly with your thumb into the point and hold for 10 seconds while breathing in deeply and exhaling slowly. You may feel a subtle wave spreading outward, like the nerves themselves are slowly quieting down. Many of my friends now use this technique even before a cramp fully begins. They've learned to recognize the early signs and take action early. And the best part, no equipment, no help needed, just your own hands and a bit of awareness. If you've ever tried acupressure or plan to give it a try tonight, feel free to share your experience or expectations in the comments below. Your story might help someone else find relief too. We read every single comment because your story might be the one that inspires someone else to heal too. 4. Contrast therapy. When heat and cold team up to awaken your blood flow and calm your nerves. Do you remember when you were a child and every time you twisted an ankle or got a bump, your mother would press a warm cloth on the sore spot? Back then, we didn't call it heat therapy. We just knew it felt comforting. Today, I'd like to share an upgrade to that simple wisdom, a method called contrast therapy. It's used by many neuromuscular specialists to interrupt the spasm reflex that causes muscle cramps. Here's how to do it when a cramp strikes. 1 hot water bottle, not scalding, just comfortably warm. 1 cold pack or a thin towel wrapped around a few ice cubes. Start by placing the hot bottle over the cramped area for 30 seconds. Then switch immediately to the cold pack for 20 seconds. Repeat this cycle 3 times. The heat dilates your blood vessels, bringing fresh blood and oxygen to the muscle. The cold soothes your nerves and offers instant pain relief. This switch between hot and cold sends a gentle shock through your system, helping restore normal nerve signaling that was disrupted by the spasm. I once showed an older couple how to use this technique. The husband, a former truck driver, suffered from night cramps almost daily. A few weeks later, they told me, "We don't need muscle relaxers anymore. Just a hot bottle and some ice, that's all we need." Sometimes the simplest things hold the most power when you understand how to use them well. 5. Natural oil massage. When warmth and scent create deep relaxation. Some pains aren't just physical. They carry fear, the fear that it might happen again tonight and the night after that. That's why I believe one of the most powerful ways to heal both your body and your emotions is through touch and through scent. A warm oil massage is more than just a remedy for cramps. It's a way to reconnect with your body gently and lovingly. Here's a blend you can try. Magnesium oil. 5 drops of wintergreen essential oil. Natural pain relief and anti-inflammatory. 3 drops of lavender essential oil. Soothing for nerves and sleep. When a cramp begins, gently massage the area, especially around the heel, ankle, or back of the knee, where tendons and muscles attach to bone. The active compounds in the oils will absorb through the skin, easing pain and improving circulation. Magnesium in oil form absorbs quickly through the skin, and unlike pills, it won't upset the stomach, which many older adults appreciate. I have an aunt who lives alone in Oregon. She used to suffer from cramps whenever the weather turned cold. After using this massage blend each night, she wrote to me, "Sweetheart, I don't wake up in pain anymore. I sleep deeply now. And more importantly, I feel cared for by my own hands. If you've ever thought you were too old to care for yourself gently, let this little nightly ritual remind you, you are still worthy of kindness, especially from yourself. 6. Your bedside rescue kit, because preparation helps you fall back asleep faster. I've always believed this preparation is a gift you give to yourself in the moments you feel most helpless. And for those who struggle with nighttime cramps, a simple bedside rescue kit can transform a long, painful night into a peaceful, restful one. This kit doesn't need to be complicated. Just include a pre-mixed bottle of cramp-soothing water kept warm in a thermos, a soft athletic band to wrap gently around your calf for light pressure when a spasm starts, a firm foam roller to gently massage the muscle once the pain subsides. Keep them all in a small basket right next to your bed. Don't leave yourself fumbling with flashlights, rummaging through drawers, or walking in the dark while trying to stay balanced during a cramp. A friend once told me I didn't prepare this kit because I'm weak. I prepared it because I care about myself enough not to suffer alone at 2 a.m. Is there something you always keep by your bedside for nighttime emergencies? Share it in the comments. You might be surprised how many others are doing the same. And I believe this is something all of us, whether we're 60, 70, or beyond, should be doing for ourselves. 7. After the cramp, gentle recovery to prevent it from coming back. I once met a 72-year-old man from Texas who told me I'm not afraid of the pain itself. I'm afraid of feeling like it could strike again at any moment. And I understood, because a cramp isn't just 5 minutes of pain, it leaves behind a fragility that lingers the whole night. Once a cramp passes, the key isn't to lie back down immediately, it's to help your body recover gently and reduce the chance of it coming back. First, stand up and take a slow walk for about 5 minutes. This gentle movement helps restore blood flow and brings fresh oxygen and minerals to the affected muscle. Then drink a glass of water mixed with magnesium chloride, a highly absorbable form of magnesium that's gentle on the stomach and especially effective for older adults. Wow. Finally, if you have green clay at home, apply a thin layer to the area for about 20 minutes. It helps soothe the muscle, reduce minor inflammation, and support lymphatic flow, giving the muscle a deeper kind of rest. Many people believe once the cramp is gone, it's over, but it's not. When you care for your body after the pain, you speed up healing and you lower your chances of another painful night. As I always say, recovery isn't passive, it's an act of love. 8. Gentle towel stretch. When kindness softens the tension, one thing I always emphasize when speaking with older adults is this: you don't have to pull hard to release the pain. The way you talk to your injured muscles, that is the kindness you offer yourself. And here is a simple, effective stretch you can do right in bed. Sit with your legs extended straight in front of you. Take a soft towel and loop it around the ball of your foot. Hold both ends of the towel with your hands and gently pull it toward you, keeping your legs straight. Hold for 15 to 20 seconds. Breathe deeply, then release. Repeat 2-3 times if needed. I call this the gentle pull because it doesn't force, it doesn't strain, and it doesn't hurt. It's simply a quiet conversation with your tightened muscle and a space for it to finally let go. This technique is especially helpful for those who've had frequent cramps or whose muscles are overstretched from even light activity during the day. Remember, don't force your body to recover on your timeline. Invite it back, patiently. 9. Warm ginger and sea salt massage, calling on an ancient rhythm of healing. I've seen small miracles happen with nothing more than a bowl of warm water and a little fresh ginger. Ginger is a familiar spice, but when paired with sea salt, it becomes a deeply restorative massage blend, one that opens blood vessels, eases inflammation, and soothes tense muscles almost immediately. Here's how to make it simmer: a small piece of freshly crushed ginger and water. Add 1 teaspoon of pure sea salt. Let the mixture cool to a comfortably warm temperature. Soak a clean cloth in the liquid, wring it out gently, then use slow circular motions to rub it over the cramped area. especially the calves, soles of the feet, or backs of the thighs. The scent of ginger begins to rise. The warmth seeps in, and within minutes you may feel your muscles soften as if they're being gently embraced. An older woman once told me I didn't just feel my muscles relax, I felt my whole spirit lighten. That's what I believe true care should soothe both the body and the heart. And sometimes all it takes is a bowl of ginger water to remind you that you are held in your own home. The choice is yours. You know, when I was younger, I used to think cramps were just a minor nuisance. A few minutes of pain, then it's over. But after years of working with people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, I've come to understand it's not just about the pain. It's about the sleepless nights, the mornings you wake up drained with no energy to begin the day, the quiet fear that creeps in. Will it happen again tonight? And worst of all, that feeling of helplessness, when you don't know what else to do except endure it. But let me tell you this, you are not helpless. And your age is not a sentence. What you have heard today, from spinach, almonds, dark chocolate, to simple home remedies like ginger water, acupressure, or natural oil massage, these are not just tips, they're opportunities. Opportunities to reclaim ownership of your body, to reconnect with the parts of yourself that have long been waiting, to be seen, nourished, and loved. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just begin with one small thing. A lunch that includes half an avocado, a glass of warm water beside your bed, a soft towel wrapped around your feet. These small actions repeated daily become the solid ground on which you enter aging. Not with resignation, but with strength, peace, and freedom. Thank you for staying with me until the very end of this video. I know your time is valuable, and the fact that you chose to spend it here listening, reflecting, and caring for yourself means the world to me. Together, we are building a community, one where age isn't a limit, but an invitation to live more deeply, know ourselves more fully, and listen to our bodies with love and wisdom. If this video felt helpful to you, please hit subscribe so we can keep walking this journey together here on Healthy Aging Essentials. And if you'd like to pass this care forward, share this video with someone you love, because sometimes one timely piece of information can become the most precious gift. Wishing you a peaceful evening, soft light, wakeful light, and whole, in your body and in your heart. I'll see you again in the next video. And don't forget, you deserve to be cared for gently every day.